how people are shy in front of the camera and how they back off for an opportunity to express their own thoughts. That's what I realized, and it's very difficult being wanting to interview and having like a documentary. Huge respect to all the people who interview all over the world.
Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Maladvali Ravindran, your host for today's session, welcoming you all to our Toastmasters episode 18. As disclosed in the previous session, today we are going to discuss each participants their experience and learning about people communication. With that note, I would like to call Pooja to give us a gyan how she has gone through this week, what and all challenges she faced. Yes, let's Pooja take it as.
Thank you, ma'am. Surprising. 2 weeks continuously, I'm allowed to speak as a first participant. Yeah. Last week was really nice because last weekend, that is Sunday, I got a chance to accompany my guru and visit the debut performance of one of the awardees who was awarded recently. The month of May, the award function was held, and there they did mention that one particular candidate is having her debut happening last Sunday, and they had invited my guru, and we had planned for a documentary about her debut performance. So we wanted to go and visit and complete the remaining part of the documentary and get the reviews or opinions of the people who came there as audience or as guests. And yeah, so I got a chance to accompany my guru. That was a wonderful thing. The debut went well, I do agree. And talking to people made me realize one thing, that how important that these sessions that we are conducting, the importance of that I realized then, because we had a cameraman who would capture the thing with a good quality camera and mic, and then we approached a lot of them. Many of them just were hesitant. They said we are camera conscious, we have stage fear, we have camera fear, we are camera shy, we are not okay in talking about anything, we are not so comfortable and things like that. Despite requesting, though all of them were people who were related to that student or that candidate who gave her debut, still they were not ready to talk because that fear was holding them back. So that was something that I realized, that it is very important for us to have these sessions and build our skills and come out of that fear, so we daringly stand and we can give our opinion. When it is something good, why not speak about it publicly? So yeah, I think I got to interview about some 13 such people, and I could take 13 people finally came up and they gave their reviews and opinions. And apart from that, I could talk to a lot of other candidates who were there, as in the guru of the student and other students who were there from their class. They were helping them out and a lot of things. So that was a nice experience altogether. So to sum it up, I could meet a lot of people in one event, and I think I could learn a lot. It was a nice one. Thank you.
So, you convince people to come and speak in front of camera as well?
I convinced, of course, but I failed in convincing.
Okay.
Because even after convincing, a lot of people didn't agree. And the others who agreed, I didn't have to put much of, convincing. I just had to request probably one or persuade a little more. Maybe just two times I had to ask and they would agree. That's how it is. So yeah,
Oh.
I learned probably I'm a little bad at convincing, or maybe I should try something else.
So, which was the worst? Even though you tried, but this about from four things, though I failed, the worst thing you'd be have someone, right? So, who was that person? How they were communicating?
Okay. So one person, I think I should not mention who that person is, but that person I requested, a little elderly person. So I
Mm.
went and requested, ma'am, please, if you could give your review, it would be great. We are making a documentary about the candidate, so it's for that. That person literally held my hand, started rubbing like Lifebuoy soap. I said, wait, what is happening? And while
Foam
doing
was
that,
coming.
see,
Foam was coming out of it.
it is my hand, not Lifebuoy soap
You said
or
like
any
that.
other soap.
Okay.
Yeah, I used a metaphor.
You could have used sanitizer instead of that.
You were not there, sir. Otherwise, you could have provided sanitizer. Okay, yeah, and all while rubbing my hand. See, I'm really sorry. I'm actually, I'm camera conscious. I have a lot of fear. I said, come on, it's just few words. You can, if you're so, just because I'm talking to you in English, if you're finding it difficult, it's okay. You can talk in your mother tongue or any other language you're comfortable. And this is not happening on the stage, it's happening off the stage. If you're so scared, you can bring some few people, all of you together can stand and talk about it and give a review. No, nothing. No, I am really sorry. You please take it from someone else, huh? So I said, okay. This was the worst I think I've had.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, before when I used to come to Toastmaster, even I was like bit camera shy person. I used to not keep my cameras on, and whenever people call to tell, I hesitate to go in front of the camera. But nowadays, because I'm practicing every week, I'm coming up to the camera, and I'm also being a participant or being a host on and off. So I'm able to like communicate with people more clearly, and what I want, I'm just exactly mentioning that point. So these thing happens when we are in the constant touch. That's the reason when you spoke about that point, like when you try to convince people, usually these points will be coming up. Yeah, they will hesitate and do things. That's so I just want to ask you what they said. Is some other points they came up or the same scenarios going on? Yes, thank you,
No,
Pooja, for
that's
sharing that.
actually good for knowing, the kind of the set of excuses that they have. So if we can get, we know how to plan the next time when we go to convince people. So that's a thing. I agree. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Pooja. Yes, Arman, this week, what experience you have?
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to speak. And this week, once again, I try to talk to my juniors and also my seniors and grow my network among them. So, yeah, after my exam completion, I talked to some of my juniors and know about their stories. What are they doing right now? What are their reviews on my college campus, campus life? Are the exam going on right or not? And they were telling their things. And at first, they was hesitant to speak to me, and I was also a little bit hesitant. But as I start spending more time with them day by day, they started to open up with me. So yeah, and seniors, I'm still trying, and yeah, I'm still trying to talk to them and learn from them. And one benefit I can tell that some seniors, they are all going for different cities or different states. So if I get their network, they can recommend me about that area or college campus for future courses. So yeah, those are the thing I make a point in my mind and go to speak to them. So if I make this kind of contact with seniors, I will get these kind of benefits. So yeah, first I make these kind of points and go speak to them. And that's it. Nothing much happened this week.
So you are communicating with your juniors and seniors, and you're trying to bring up a network for you. But I have a piece of advice
Yes.
for you here. Instead of networking with your juniors and seniors, start networking with the professional people. That helps you more in helping you in the professional aspects. They will give you professional advices. So that helps you to get people in the professional way where you can survive. In this world, networking is very important thing.
Okay.
I'm not saying it is not important. It's very important, but don't limit your networking just with your college junior and senior. Try to network with the outside people as well. Try to connect with them and keep it in mind. Even in LinkedIn, people will communicate with you, but the verbal communication should be very strong. The way you portray in your verbally, they will communicate with you. Try to do and explore that part as well.
Okay, Ash.
Thank you, Arman. Augustine, yes,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Thank you, guys. So I had a really good week. Lot many people to meet, and lot many disappointments. And I understood disappointments are the ones which actually take us further. I would not term them as disappointments, but actually, I was not ready for that. Or I always anticipated that things would happen this way. Rather, I have always avoided such embarrassments or discomfort situations. I think I had to make myself ready for disappointments, embarrassments, or maybe uncomfortable situations. So when I prepared myself for such things, I pushed myself forward. Then definitely because I have prejudice. When I have prejudice, when I went with that, things happened the same way. But when I keep pushing myself, my prejudice started changing because more I had experience with the reality, things started changing and I started meeting people, talking to them, and things started becoming better. And I discovered that there is nothing else which can bring us really out of our discomfort or maybe the problematic situations, but try and try. I think one fine day we'll become better with our disappointments, rejections, and our discomforts. We really become good with that, then we don't feel the effect of it. So once we get over that effect, then communication becomes normal. Nothing else can hold us back. That's the truth. If you want to get over something, get through that, be there, explore that. And once you have understood that, then you understood the path out, through that outward. You can go ahead of it. I'm pushing myself voluntarily to through these kinds of experiences, and not only myself, I also push the people around me. Even Ashwath is working with us, and Sahana is working with us. When they have some disappointments, when they call people, when they talk to them, people may not respond properly, and it is highly required of me to motivate them and keep them pushing because they go through embarrassments or disappointments or rejections. And if I have not gone through that, if I have not pushed myself through those kind of roads, I can't ask them to do something which I myself have not done. That's the reason I push myself first and go through that so that I have something to tell them. I lead by setting an example. Uh, that's what I'm learning. If I have not learned, I can't guide them. So today, when I was discussing with Sana, I told this is the way. Rejections are very much there in the beginning, but later, once we get through, we may change the way we communicate. We may adapt a new tonality. We may approach people in a different way. Then we become better at it. Sometimes, yes, there are people who may be rude, who may not be good. There is nothing else I can do with them. Just cut the call and go ahead with the next person. That's our world is wide enough, and you meet a lot many people with different types of attitude and personalities. And don't think they are gods. Just one type of a human being, and go to the next one. That's all. So that's my experience.
So yes, Augustine, you were a very reserved person. Then you started speaking with people. Now you're going for a marketing field. How do you feel that, and what ices you broke personally to come out of all these things?
First is my prejudice. I knew that I reserved myself because definitely when you start speaking to people and when you pitch your ideas and when you talk to them, when you volunteer to pitch something, people will be having defensive mode and think like why this guy is approaching. So definitely they won't be friendly. Some will be friendly, some will be not friendly. So this prejudice, how to break through that. So I was really feeling reluctant to get through these things. I was not willing. So when I push myself, yeah, it was good. And yeah, every day when I get up, I decide to go there and speak and do things. I'm not okay, but yes, I don't know what all goes through that before I get up push myself out of the place and go there and meet people And a few days I went and returned early, but few days I made sure I stay there. So when I stayed there, things changed. So the more you explore, the more you are there, the more you speak, the more you see, things change. We start seeing different perspectives. That's what happened. And I push myself. That is only one thing which has happened so far. That is the only way I broke all the things. Now I keep pushing. And I do believe this platform has provided me chance to express my views on that. And being a leader or being a person who leads others, I need to step out and do things first. Then I can really guide my people, really be an example to them, really listen to them when they're not able to, and motivate them and show them the way how things work, how they don't work, and listen to them. Sometimes they have better experiences. Listen to them and get ideas from them. Things work.
Thank you, Agustin, for sharing your experience. Yes, today we have a new participant, and who is Chirant, and he's pursuing his 11th grade. I would like to call him to the dais to speak about his experience. Yes, Chirant.
Hello everyone, my name is Chirantvi and I'm the new participant. And thank you, ma'am, for allowing me to speak. This week went really great, and like this week I accompanied my mom and Pooja ma'am to the function. There I experienced and I realized how hard it is to interview and how hard it is to convince people to step in front of the camera and express their thoughts of how the event went or what they thought about the event. And I also I also realized that there are a lot of things happening in the background, like you need to set up the stage, you need to invite some guests, you need to invite a lot of dancers and cameramen, and you know uh, like you need to invite a lot of makeup artists. So all these components make up like a proper function, and I realize it's a lot of work. You need to do your own research, uh, so it's a really huge process, and I've realized that it's a very big task, and I respect people who take on this challenge and go through the effort to organize this for their students to showcase their expertise in dance to the audience. Except that in my school, I made two new friends, and today we spoke about anime and some games and just like some normal stuff. Except that basically my week went pretty normal. That's all that happened in my week.
Nice, Chirant. So you said you went to the event along with Pooja and your mom. So what was the thing that made you to become more curious, and what did you learn new from that part, like that part or scenario?
Like, basically, what I learned new is the amount of effort that goes through it. Because normally I thought that all these event organizers are in a group, like all the cameramen are in a group. So I thought it'll be easy to connect these dots and to make a function or an event. But there I realized you need to like you need to know each cameraman, and if they're having the actual expertise, and you need to organize things properly for it to go smoothly. You need to accommodate food, safety, like all this, like a little things that go into the event that makes it more pleasant and enjoyable. And yeah, that's what I realized. And one main thing I realized is interview. Like Pooja Akka interviewed a lot of people, and I realized like actually how people are shy in front of camera and how back off for an opportunity to express their own thoughts. So that's what I realized, and it's very difficult being wanting to interview and having like a documentary. So huge respect to all the people who interview all over the world. So yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you, Sharon. It was very good to know that you've gone through these many experience in this small, like in this young age. So many people doesn't get this exposure. You're getting that exposure. You can use it for many other things for your development, and you can also use it for the others' development as well. Thank you so much. Yes, with this note, I
Thank you
would
so much.
like to thank you. With this note, I would like to conclude our today's session and thank you participants for all your efforts and sharing your experience. I hope that the audience will also learn tips and the other things which helps them to grow in their personal uh, space. Thank you so much.